Our motto says a little of Austria, a lot of Vermont. So the beer certainly fits into that very well.
Johannes von Trapp, obviously the owner and proprietor of the wonderful lodge here in Stowe, had a vision.
I missed the kind of beer I could find in a little village in Austria where you stop in the local tavern for lunch and you have a beer with your whatever, and you feel fine afterwards. You don't have to go to sleep. Beer is a cultural thing in Austria. It's actually not thought of as alcohol. It's thought of as food.
It's a liquid bread, it's called.
We are an Austrian-style brewery, Bavarian style. We are all German malt hops. You know, we have a great artisanal spring water that we use here, and you know, we use our Bavarian lager yeast as well. So we like to follow the German purity laws, and we make lagers only. So we stay away from the ales.
It's easier to make an ale. You don't have to keep it as cool. You can make it much more quickly, and it's easier to make a mistake and sort of cover it up in an ale. The toughest of our beers to make, and JP can tell you, is our Helles. Our Helles is tough. That's our golden lager, and it's got that crisp, clean finish. But if you make any mistake, it's very difficult to cover that up.
People want a very light style beer. You know, it's not over the top with hops. It's got bready notes from the Pilsner malt. It's very sessionable. That's a word a lot of people use. You can drink, when I say sessionable, you can have 4 of them, mow your lawn, and still keep those lines straight. It's a light lager. It's our only lager we filter. The traditional Helles, the German style lager, which is the bitter on the back, and then the Vienna, which is the sweet style lager, which is caramel-y.
To lager something in Germany means you store something. So, and this adds 4 weeks to it. This is why it's also more, it takes a little longer to make a lager than do an IPA, because IPA you can do in like 2 weeks and the lager takes 6 weeks.
You find a lot of Helleses in Germany. Pretty much every brewery in Germany makes a Helles. So it's very unique to Bavaria as well. So
it's part of the Austrian culture that I inherited, and so to me it seems a very normal part of what we're doing here.
We're kind of swimming against the stream, you know, against the current right now. Everybody does the big hoppy, big crazy Simcoe Citra hops. It's cold fermented. It takes longer. You know, we hurry up and lager. I think the one thing is we just make beer, and I think people take beer so serious these days. And you know, beer's like music. It's an opinion.
We have been the official lager of the Vermont Symphony Orchestra.
We only make beer. We're not saving lives.